Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another episode of the Deen Sisters Tawheed Lessons. The book we are using currently is Kitab Tawheed, and this is first semester lesson 7. The topic for discussion today is on the slaughtering for other than Allah and making of animal sacrifices for Allah in a place where sacrifice is made for other than Allah. On slaughtering for other than Allah, Allah the Almighty said, "Say, verily, my prayer, my sacrifice, my living, and my dying are for Allah, the Lord of the worlds. He has no partner, and of this I have been commanded, and I am the first of the Muslims." In Quran 6, verses 162 and 163. Allah commands the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ to inform the idolaters who worship other than Allah and sacrifice to something other than Him that He opposes them in all this, for His prayer is for Allah and His rituals are in Allah's name alone without partners. Muslim reports that Ali bin Abi Talib, may Allah be pleased with him, said, Allah's Messenger ﷺ informed me about 4 judgments of Allah. 1. Allah's curse is upon one who slaughters to anything other than Allah. 2. Allah's curse is upon one who curses his parents. 3. Allah's curse is upon the one who shelters a heretic, that is one who has brought bid'ah into the religion. And 4. Allah's curse is on the one who alters the landmarks. Ahmad reports that Tariq bin Shihab, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, "A man entered paradise because of a fly, and a man entered hellfire because of a fly." They, the companions, asked, "How was that possible, O Messenger of Allah?" He said, 2 men passed by the people who had an idol by which they would not allow anyone to pass without making sacrifice to it. They ordered the first man to make a sacrifice, and he said, "I have nothing to present as an offering." And the people told him, "Sacrifice something, even if it is a fly." So he presented a fly to their idols, and they opened the way for him, and thus he entered the hellfire. They said to the second man, "Sacrifice something," and he said, "I will never sacrifice anything to other besides Allah, most majestic and glorious." So they struck his throat and killed him, and therefore he entered paradise, reported by Ahmad. So this tells us that sacrificing for other than Allah is a big deal, and will certainly lead one to the hellfire if care is not taken. In our times, though idols are not prevalent, a lot of people still fall into this grievous sin, as this is through being asked to bring certain types of animals for sacrifice. For example, a cock with red feathers, a black goat with 3 horns, or being asked to sacrifice while facing the east and calling so and so's name. All these are acts that are not legislated in our Sharia, so when we do them, we are in reality committing the greater form of shirk. For sacrifice and calling upon Allah has to be made in the manner which Allah has commanded, and the previously mentioned acts of sacrifices are usually required by evil jinns. On making of animal sacrifices for Allah in a place where sacrifice is made for other than Allah, Thabit bin Nahak, may Allah be pleased with him, said, "A man made a vow to sacrifice a camel at a place called Buwana, so he asked the Messenger of Allah ﷺ about it. And he ﷺ asked, did the place have any idols which were worshipped of the idols of Jahiliyyah? They, the companions, answered no. And the messenger asked again, did the disbelievers hold any of their recurring festivities here? And the companions replied no. And then Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, fulfill your vow. Verily, there is no fulfilling of a vow made in disobedience to Allah, nor one that is carried beyond a person's capacity. Reported by Abu Dawud. Please let us take note of the above ahadith and abide by them. May Allah prevent us and our families from falling into the grave sin that Allah would not forgive on the day of judgment. And with this, we have come to the end of this week's lessons. Until next time, fi amanillah.